Good morning, everybody. Just hoping you're having a blessed day on this beautiful, bright day today. Today I just want to talk about idols and how many times people put more effort into praising the idols, and it happens in almost every religion, and they're not focusing on the main teachings, and they're not praising the teachings. Instead, they're bowing to an image. Now, this happens in every single religion, including Christianity. Now, the only thing is, in Islam, they don't have a picture of God. That's something I actually really respect, because if you put a picture of a man of a white beard or whatever you picture in your mind to be God, it's going to skew your thinking into believing that this is what it is. And it tells you that God has specific qualities and a specific image, which is wrong. Because when you start to label something and put a picture on it, you negate it from anything else that it could be. For example, my name is Brandon. Now, to my kids, I'm a father. But if they only see me as a father, they're never going to know everything else about me. They got to see that I'm a tattoo artist. They got to see that I'm a husband. They got to see that I'm a friend, that I'm also a son to another parent. You got to look at the whole picture. Now, in Christianity, a lot of people don't realize that you're praising more of the Jesus figure that has been passed down to you and thinking that that is God, but it's not, because you are still negating everything else that it could be. So now on the other side, people will say, well, you bow to the Buddha. It may look that way, but that's not what we're doing. We're bowing to the knowledge. Buddha means awakened being. We may see all these different images of Buddha, but that's not what really Buddha looked like. That was just an image that was passed down so that we can picture something that represents knowledge and peace. So there are sects of Buddhism that actually praise the Buddha, but for the most part, we don't. We praise the teachings. We follow the teachings. We give all praise to those teachings, because that is where the core value of learning is. So let me tell you that it's very easy to confuse God with a bunch of ideas, which is why when people read the Bible, they confuse God for being this person that is jealous and will slaughter you if you don't follow them, but then changes as you go into the New Testament and then even after Jesus. These are ideas passed down by man. Remember, the interpretation of God will always differ depending on the human vehicle. Everybody interprets their world differently. Everybody interprets God differently. Some are on the spectrum of, hey, God is this specific image. Some of them are, God is everything and everywhere and inside us, and we are that. And there's also people on the other spectrum that don't even believe that there's a God, and that's okay too. It does not matter what you believe, but it does matter what you practice. It does matter how you treat people. It does matter what you think. Everything that you think, every little thought, every action creates a little pull through the vibrational waves, and it has an effect. Everything is cause and effect. Whether you breathe in, you breathe out, there's still a little minor effect on the microorganisms that are affected, the people around you. Whether you speak something, whether you think something, it has an effect. Everything in this law has a cause and effect. So what I'm really trying to get at is, don't think of God or whatever you want to think of, this all-knowing thing and what this world is and all that. Don't let it be skewed by anyone else's thinking. The only way to experience what true divinity is to look within. Sit quietly. Don't distract yourself with noise. Don't distract yourself through images. Don't picture anything, and just be. That's what the true universe is trying to tell us. Because every time we try to say God is this specific thing, a lot of people are like, God is a man. God is not a man. God is not a woman. God is not he, she. It is not it. It is everything and nothing at the same time, and that's still short of what it is. So really think, what is going on in this world, and why are we following idols? Why are we continuously doing that? It even says It even says it in the Bible. Do not worship idols or bear false witness. How many times have people said Jesus is this, Jesus is that, Jesus is God? Yo, the Catholics pray to Mary. That's another idol. They pray to all the saints. That's another idol. That's not who God is. But we are all the representations of God. Did you know that in the Greek, the word person means mask? That's why we think that we are these masks. We think that we are this persona, but we're not. We're just in a shell. We are all spiritual beings having a human experience. So if you really think of it, God is really all of us collectively playing our parts in this big cosmic play, wearing a mask, our person, our persona, thinking that I am Brandon, that you are John, whatever, and we are playing the part. So keep playing your part, but also look deeper and know who you truly are. So just a little nugget of information to spark new thought. We got to stop thinking of ways of the old, learn from the past, and also move on and move forward and stop labeling things. Don't label yourself as a server if that's what you do for work. You're more than that. Don't label yourself as a garbage man. You're more than that. You can have all these different labels, but don't identify by those labels. I may be a tattoo artist, but I don't only identify as a tattoo artist. I identify as a spiritual being that is more than what I think I am, and I'm continuously finding out more about that. You are so much more than you think you are. Have a blessed day, and always think in positivity. Sadhu.